Good evening. Thank you for being here. We begin tonight on the ice, or maybe more accurately, off the ice. Hockey is known as Canada's game, but for girls from the Cowichan Valley to Parksville, it may be game over. The Vancouver Island Amateur Hockey Association has disbanded 2 of the girls' teams. The players are furious, and so are their parents. They call this on-ice discrimination, and they say it's offside. As CTV's Andrew Johnson shows us, the president of the Hockey Association says he's in a game he just can't win.
This is what I see with female hockey on the island. There's no one on the ice.
Andrew Holenchuk used to be president of the Victoria Minor Hockey Association. He was a coach, too. Then he got suspended from his volunteer position by the Vancouver Island Hockey Association for what he calls going to bat for a girls' team.
I would do it in a heartbeat again, because at the end of the day, we have to stand up for what we believe in. He
was later reinstated, but chose to step down.
And when you have more stresses in your volunteer capacity than you do in your own life, you really got to rethink what you're doing.
Holenchuk isn't surprised to hear the outrage from this group of parents and teens who say island hockey is taking opportunities away from female players.
The Vancouver Island Amateur Hockey Association has really taken us back about 20 years.
The parents say their kids were picked for a Mid-Island rep team, joining other teams in the north and south, but now the Mid-Island team is being disbanded and the girls have to try out to play for teams that practice hours from home.
There have been many girls that have quit female hockey altogether. They've gone to the boys, and then there are some kids that have quit hockey, period.
I'm happy with boys, though. I don't need all that drama.
The parents are focusing their frustrations on the president of Vancouver Island Hockey, Jim Humphrey. And Andrew Holenchuk says he's had a few run-ins over the years with Humphrey as well. Humphrey's been volunteering since 1975 and got his girls into the game when they were young. He says his board is trying to give high-level athletes the chance to compete.
It was a very tough decision because, you know, we're getting parents on both sides. One side saying, well, there should only be 2 and my daughter's dropping out, and a lot of girls did drop out. And then you've got the other ones that say, well, there should be 3, and if there's not, my daughter's dropping out.
Humphrey does admit growing the female game on the island isn't easy.
It's very difficult for a female to gain roots into the male-dominated minor hockey system. And ice has been a huge issue.
Andrew Holenchuk doesn't disagree, but says it's time for a change at the top.
You have the same people, 1, 2, 3 people that have been involved for many years, so it hasn't worked 5 or 10 years ago. Why do you think it's going to work now?
The girls just want to play.
To be really good at hockey would be awesome. Yeah.
Andrew Johnson, CTV News.